we have a black belt gi match coming your way next. Up first and returning to Toro Cup for appearance number 14, representing Revolution BJJ. Please help me welcome back to the Toro Cup mats once again, Mr. Daniel Charles Frank. And his opponent is making his Toro Cup debut and representing Lepri BJJ and Winston, Salem. Please give a warm Durham welcome to Hinano Pascua. Okay, Toro Cup debut for Hinano Pascua against one of the most proven, of course, and competition-savvy guys in Toro Cup history. Daniel Charles Frank, the Worm Guard Jedi, back once again, especially in the gi, a strong competitor.
I will just say I'm glad we found somebody for him. He is tough to find a match for.
Oh, I can't imagine why.
I mean, he's 11-2. We have to really go out there and search.
Yeah, and Hinano was stepped up to the challenge. Debut match for him, but that black belt around his waist is all the resume we need.
Daniel likes to pull down into single leg X.
Yeah, I mean, the one advantage to Daniel having such a history here at Toro Cup is that we do know the things that he likes pretty well. But he is always still offering new things as well, especially in the gi. And Hinano advances to the mount off that entanglement.
Wow.
He's on Daniel's back. He's going to pursue him here as they roll towards the edge. Daniel's
doing a good job trying to scrape off to the side.
Yep, trying to get those shoulders in contact with the mat. Hinano comes up again on top as they get ready to reset. And Hinano's done a great job to get himself into a top position here in this match.
Hinano did a great job capitalizing on that position. See if Daniel can try to get back to some sort of advantage here. Able to get to a cross collar pant. Looks to pull the lapel out. Able to pass off once. See if he can pass off again.
And if there's one thing you got to watch when you're in a match with TCF, it's, of course, the lapel.
He is in the worm.
If he's got the lapel, you've got to expect this is coming next.
So here's the one thing you'll notice. It's kind of interesting, right? Is Hinano is kind of okay if Daniel comes up. He's just going to sweep himself to avoid the fight of the back take here.
That's really what gets you in so much trouble.
Exactly.
It's prolonging that fight, right?
And it's the threat of the two, but it's sub only right now. Now, that's also why Daniel's trying to invert under and basically turn it into a bolo attempt. But what is daily Hiva bolo is also single leg X for the other person.
It's true. The other side of the coin. I remember the 2-year period where everyone was really into Keenan Cornelius and knew all of the lapel guards, you know.
I mean, it started the trend. I mean, there's a lot of guards that came out of it that proven to be much more consistently,
right.
I'll say consistent. You know, lapel K guard, lapel spider.
That's true for all systems in grappling. I mean, there's probably 1,000 moves from rubber guard, but we only ever really see 2 or 3.
Yep. Keenan made lapel rubber guard a thing too.
That's true.
Which that's
Nice.
also, that one's still very effective at the high level.
Bolo battle underway between these two black belts here.
I mean, it's one of those things to be said about with a minute 20 to points. Daniel probably likes this grip configuration he has for the chance to score.
Yeah.
So there's probably some jockeying here that's going to be happening on where people want this points battle to take place. The one thing he hasn't tried to thread yet is reverse Delaworm. staying in a very traditional worm guard. Also with kind of a lapel single leg option. Passes it off to the cross grip.
Yeah, and now Hinano's like physically hand fighting for that lapel back.
Well, and because he realizes now with points coming up, this can be a very
This
dangerous
is what
position.
it's going to be. Yeah, this is the point. No pun intended.
He may want to. He may even start thinking about sweeping himself to bottom position just to not have to.
To deal with it later, right?
So
Go ahead.
technically, he is going to be on top, I believe, but he does have this very low squat that makes it look like his hips are on the ground. But
Yeah, because he's trying to bunch all of his weight up together, so it's harder for Daniel to pull and spread him apart, basically. I think.
say Hinano went to bottom position, but yep, see his hips are on the ground. Normally they call if it's neutral or not, but we will find out.
Yes.
So that's one thing is if I was I would really want to know who's on top here or if it is truly neutral.
I mean, you would
Normally in
rule that.
IBJJF they look at their watch, but I'm surprised she hasn't instinctively done that.
So
Signified double
the
pull.
person who's got the worm guard in the situation, if their hips are touching the mat and the opponent's touching the mat, you would normally rule that as neutral, or you would normally rule that
So
as
if your hips are on the ground, your hips are on the ground, right?
Of course, yes.
Just because your hips are up doesn't mean you're on top, though. You have to be on a knee. So when you come up like you're trying to invert,
So
that
it's
doesn't
neutral.
inherently mean you're on top.
So it's neutral now, but depending on which
It
one
may
of them
be.
came
It
up.
may be.
Yeah, right. It's a non-issue now. It's more like it, rather than it's neutral or whatever. It's just not an issue right now. But depending on which one of them comes up, it could be different.
Exactly. That's why I'm curious if Daniel's going to technically come on.
Daniel's
He's
deep in the
thinking
game
about
now,
it.
though. Daniel's deep in the game. This is what we've seen from him a lot over the years.
He's trying to turn that into
Something meaningful.
Here comes
Boom,
the
there
inversion
comes
into the
roll
bolo.
through.
The one thing about bolo attempts, it forces people to come on top
It does
to
yeah.
defend.
It does. I mean, he's got Hinano in an awkward position here for sure, and Hinano's trying to weave that leg back inside so he doesn't get that gear. Nice.
Here it comes. Here
But
comes
he's
the twister hook.
recapturing. Look at him recapture
He's trying to set that twister hook.
Oh, wow.
He needs to pull his foot around the corner so his foot can hook underneath. There it goes. Twister hook set. That's half the battle. Now he has to
man.
try to expose Hinano's back off the ground. Try to
This
get chest
is
to back connection.
Vintage DCF here at Toro
Here he
Cup.
goes. Slick resets it. He freed his leg.
I
and
can't
then
believe he's recaptured this twice. It's very rare you can get a black belt in this position at all.
he may get countered. He can counter.
He can flip the
Counter.
truck,
He can
basically,
flip it.
yeah,
He can
yeah.
flip the truck. Yeah, exactly.
And Hinano almost looked like he was wise to that and was trying.
Back on the twister hook again.
Oh, this is a
Frank getting a little bit
scrapola here
more.
coming down the pipe now. Twister hook is lurking ever closer to that collarbone.
What is he looking for here? Does he want the back take or does he want to just? It looks like What is he going for? Is he looking for I'm surprised he's not scooping under the head. I wonder what he probably has something in mind though.
He's feeding the lapel.
Yeah.
He's going to use the lapel as the twister hook.
But I wonder if he's using that as almost a cutter choke. But if it was neutral, him coming on top won't necessarily score points though.
He's got to go to back, is what you're saying. To
Yeah,
make sure.
that's what I'm thinking. Or he can
Yeah.
come up to side and start thinking about like knee on belly or something. But why
Yeah.
not just fight for the back take? He just keeps resetting that twister hook at least.
Yeah, he's got the arm controlled really well. But
Nana's
you
trying
see
to get that
Hinano's
second leg in.
posting that sleeve grip out now.
Yep. He's fighting the handoff because that hand is he's trying to control that second leg.
Yeah. You see Daniel's going to try to feed that behind him.
Let's see. He has that lapel. Wonder if he'll make a jump to try to scoop under
With a minute left and
At
no
some point.
points, you got to think that back
That
hook.
pant grip's smart.
That hook right there is very tempting. DC looking at his corner and nodding like he understands the assignment.
He has 50 seconds to get something on the board. And he's definitely the more likely to find points here. 40 seconds. Let's see if he makes his move. I'm nervous for his corner. See, this is one of those things I wonder if he's worried to make the jump for it. But he has to make the move at some point.
Yeah, Tyler just told him if you come up on top, you'll get 2. And I'm just like, well, maybe he knows that. I don't know.
It's the thing with the lapel. The lapel's holding his back on the ground. But he's able to get 2 hooks. Now he makes the jump across. And he gets his 4 just in time.
Beater.
Wow.
DCF was another win at Toro Cup.
Just in time. He did that on purpose. Kept us on the edge of our seat. Very technical win. Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen,